Hello, everybody, and welcome to this wonderful, wonderful session that I'm hosting this afternoon with a very special guest. I have Emily Fritchey. She is known as the Skin Whisperer for a very specific reason. And Emily is a holistic skin therapist. She is very special. Her knowledge is unparalleled. And we are so lucky to have you with us today. Emily, welcome. Welcome. Wow. You're just looking beautiful.
Thank you. And so are you. It is always a big deal to be online with you because, guys, I'm just going to tell you, it doesn't get more authentic than this because Sophie's the real deal. And I'm so excited to always collaborate and share ideas because she has your best interest at heart. And the fact that she invited me to join her tonight's a big deal. So it's nice to meet all of you. And thank you, Sophie.
Beautiful. I'm so excited. It's always such a pleasure because look, Emily, as you know, I normally talk about nutrition and such things and getting really deep into the weeds of health. And I would say that, obviously you're on the same page as me, a good diet is everything for skin. But it's rare that I get to just spend a session just delving into this juicy, fun, beautiful topic of skincare. Ladies who are watching, I just want to give a tiny bit of background really quickly. So years and years ago, it's over 10 years ago now, Emily. It's probably about 11 years ago. When I was writing my fourth book, I found Emily's products, and I can't remember how, by some recommendation, found Emily, talked to her, tried her products, and her company is Sunshine Botanicals. And you're really going to we're going to look at products and play with them and have fun with them this evening. But I tried these products. And as you know, Emily, I was writing a book that had a lot of skincare advice in it. And I was really devoted, like it was on a mission to find skincare that was not only therapeutic, high performance for ladies of my age. At the time I was 50, I'm now 60. And that was holistic and completely natural. And I was led to you, to the right person, because you are so full of knowledge, number one, and we could go on. And ladies who are watching, you're in for a treat, and you're going to get to ask the Skin Whisperer questions. But your products, Sunshine Botanical products, are unparalleled. And ladies, before we really get into this, the love, the care, the expertise, the passion, Emily has devoted her life. She is a practicing clinician, so she deals with ladies' skin every day as a holistic skin therapist. But your formulations and the love and care that goes into these is like nothing I've ever seen. And the way that they perform. So let's just say as you know, Emily, I've been using your products for years and I'm obsessed with them. So that being said, I just wanted to say to everybody who's watching, you really are in for a treat because you're going to get a better understanding of you. Some of you have heard me maybe talk about Sunshine Botanicals products before, but having Emily here, you can really dive in because I think it's understanding the products, understanding how they work, understanding what you need for your skin is really what we need what I need to delve into. Yeah. So Emily, let's dive in because without a minute to waste here, I've got lots of products that I would love to talk about. And so I'd like to dive in, Emily, with the thing that really Emily blew my mind with when we first met was she taught me about cleansing, and she taught me a very different way to cleanse. And Emily, I know that cleansing for you isn't just washing your face. It's just another thing. So talk to us a little bit about why you take cleansing so seriously, your sort of methodology and your thought behind cleansing.
Thank you. I would love to. Cleansing and detoxification is the missing link in corrective skincare. It's that simple. Matching ingredients to skin condition is what we do. I have more cleansers in my product line than anything else. And if you look at it, it's very different than a lot of other brands, but it's because it's that big of a deal. You can double cleanse with Ivory soap twice and call it double cleansing, or you can match the ingredients to skin condition and watch your skin change. Here's the short answer, Sophie. Most people spend 15 seconds once a day to cleanse their skin while they race to the serums, race to the creams, race to the latest magic bullet that they have seen on TikTok and Twitter to fix the problem. Guess what? I've proven this over and over and over that if you get your skin super clean, I don't mean stripped, I don't mean raw. It's like get the skin clean. Do you know that so many skin quote conditions clear? They just do. Texture, color, the bringing the glow back. You have to match the ingredients to the skin condition to get those kind of changes. And I send people out of my skincare clinic here in it and just south of Atlanta, day after day after day, going, how did you do that? Right?
Yeah.
And like it's not rocket science, but it's bypassed by $1 billion beauty industry selling magic bullet solutions that don't exist, that create a revolving door, excuse me, I'm on a soapbox, of trial and error to keep people buying random products. So cleansing and detoxification, whether you're acneic and acne prone, or sensitive, dry and fragile, or oncology, recovery, it's different, but the cleansing is still that important. So there you go.
So what such a great answer. I was smiling because I was thinking this is what I say about nutrition all the time. We're on the same page. It's like the fundamental pieces, everybody's looking around for the supplement or whatever it is, to the quick fix, the next new thing, instead of actually really fixing what's broken, the root cause.
Yes, ma'am.
You and I are on exactly the same page.
Yes.
And I love what you frame cleansing as, and this really speaks to me. And I know because I've used your cleansers for 10 years now. And ladies, there is nothing else. I start like literally having a panic attack when I'm running low on the first product that we're going to talk about in a moment. But that kind of, I love that you frame cleansing as a treatment. So it's a treatment. And when we get into your products, I really would love you to explain actually what is in each product. I know you will, and you'll beautifully explain, because you'll understand with every single product that we're going to be talking about today that it's a whole intentional, incredible formulation that Emily has put together. By the way, if you've just joined, welcome. We are so happy to have you here with us, all us girls together, talking about skincare. If you have questions, because you will have questions as we go through this. I already have some questions. Hold it until a little bit towards the end when we're going to be answering. We'll do a Q&A. But if we go fast, because Emily and I both talk fast, just write down your question and then remember it, and we will answer. Emily will answer all of your questions. The other thing is Emily has a really special offer, a very, very special deal, only for those of you who are, in my community watching today. And we are going to get to that and talk about the details of that, so that if you're interested, you can enjoy try these products. So Emily, since we're on the topic of cleansing, so there is I think this is the first product that I ever tried. And it's called the pre-cleanse and detox, right? Yeah. Beautiful. Your packaging is stunning, Emily. She's got this new packaging and it's so beautiful. It's just absolutely gorgeous, Emily. It's so pretty. And I love the new bottle. But this is the first thing that I ever tried. This beautiful, you can see it's this beautiful pale sort of jade color. And it blew me away. And I remember, Emily, you said to me, Sophie, this will melt everything on your face. It will melt your makeup. And at the time I was on TV, do you remember coming back?
I remember.
Thick makeup, thick mascara, thick layers of powder. And I was like, really? So please describe this magical product.
I would love to. Pre-cleanse and detox is step number one in my double cleanse system, regardless of the skin condition, regardless. Okay. This formulation is both anti-inflammatory and detoxifying to the skin. It does several things. Let's start at the top. It dissolves makeup, it emulsifies cosmetic waxes, it dissolves excess sebum, and it helps to minimize pores. Okay. When most people just, I mean, you know, we've got the wipes, we've got, don't get me started. There's so many things out there that people think are, quote, cleansing. It takes an oil to melt an oil, and you've heard of an oil cleanse. Well, this is not an oil cleanse, but it does above and beyond what the idea of an oil cleanse does. Pre-cleanse and detox is the very first thing that you need to do at the end of the day. Pull your hair back, take the product, use a generous amount of the product, massage it into the face for at least a minute to a minute and a half. Okay. Working in the skin. If your skin's really dry, wet your fingers, keep it going. What this product does is melt wax. If you've got large pores, blotchy skin, and discoloration, if you just cleanse or you even use a salicylic acid cleanser or whatever it might be, you're only going to knock off the surface. What this product does is it emulsifies oil and waxes so the skin can start to breathe again. I love it because the very first time I do my double cleanse in my clinic, before I do all the power tools, my clients go, I've never felt skin like this. Hello, your skin has not been breathing for like ever. Okay. So pre-cleanse and detox melts oils, waxes, and daily grime from the skin so that your second, excuse me, your second step in cleansing can dig deeper. I'll give you an example. Sophie, I have to share it.
This is the second step, ladies, by the way.
Okay, we have a cleanser for every skin situation. Here's the deal. I'll give you a visual. If you've ever fallen asleep and you've had a dinner party and all the plates and everything never got cleaned up, you wake up in the morning, everything is all dry and grimy. If you took those dishes and threw them in the dishwasher, would you expect to get a beautiful, clear, clean dish? Well, no. Okay. And it's the same idea with the double cleanse the way we've created it, because if you have all this baked on gunk in your skin, now I don't mean that ugly, but it's like, you know, it could be makeup, it could be who knows what, right? You've got to break down those oils and help the skin start to breathe. So that's kind of like taking the dishes and cleaning them pretty good before you put them in the dishwasher. You see the example? It's a great analogy because that's what this is doing. Pre-cleanse and detox done according to the directions, used exactly like we have it. And I have a video, by the way, so you can watch how I do it and how much I use. So that's for later.
Okay. Emily, a couple of questions here.
I'm sorry, I got too deep.
No.
The double cleanse is like cleaning your dishes and you want a glass-like sparkle on your dishes. You'll get the same thing with your products if you double cleanse with the right ingredients. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for that. What I find, and we'll talk about I'd love you just to quickly outline the different cleanses in a second, because ladies, I think everybody uses this regardless of your skin type.
Exactly.
The pre-cleanse, whether you're acneic, whether you're inflamed, whether you've got super dry skin, everybody can use this. It works beautifully to take off the baked on. What I do with it, Emily, and I don't know if this is what you're still recommending, is I will, after the massaging for a minute or a minute and a half, I use a hot cloth. So I use, you know, a face cloth or a muslin cloth, and then I remove it that way. And then I do my second cleanse. Is that correct?
Exactly. Perfect.
Beautiful. Now, the other thing that I do want to say, ladies, everyone who's watching, is what is very unusual and unique about this system is that you will experience very, very, very clean skin in the way that Emily has described, but your skin does not feel stripped or dry, or sometimes some of those cleansers you're like, oh, I was away a few weeks ago and there was one that I not used to using and I felt like my skin was so tight and dry and parched afterwards. So I just want to say that no matter which of the 3 second steps you use, your skin's going to feel great afterwards. So Emily, would you describe the 3 step 2 cleansers, please?
I will very quickly. Number 1, cleanse and clear is environmental repair. That is a water activated, foaming, beautiful cleanser that refines skin texture. If you want skin to feel like glass and minimize pores, after you do pre-cleanse, there's your go-to product. It lightens discoloration. It works on texture. So if the skin is textured, rough, and coarse, sun damaged or oily, does not matter. If you follow the instructions on how to use that correctly, the skin will feel like glass.
Emily, so the cleanse and clear, would you recommend that for dry, mature skin?
It could. You could.
You could.
Just have to understand. Yes, and you have to decide what are your skincare goals. So if it's dry, mature, and discolored, you betcha. I would do that for the first 30 days at least, because that's going to refine the texture, brighten the color, and help you jumpstart your results. Okay.
Beautiful. Fantastic. Yes. Let's go on to the other ones. There's the cleanse and purify and the cleanse and calm.
Let's go to cleanse and purify. Cleanse and purify is a beautiful skin softening remineralization of the skin. This is a gorgeous formula. It is a seaweed paste. Let me tell you, when you squeeze this out, it's beautiful. I talk with my hands. Sorry. It's a beautiful green paste that has rosemary, sage, and lavender in a base of plankton and seaweed algae. It is a wonderful way to cleanse aging skin. Honestly, every skin type can use it. I've got clients that love it, and it wakes your skin up. It feels amazing. Massage this into the skin, add water, creamy it up, and the skin just like, whoa, it's fantastic. But this is great for, especially for aging skin, where this is going to soften, clear, and help clarify the skin, but it does not have the exfoliation properties that cleanse and clear does. But don't underestimate this. It is a beautiful product, and especially depending, on your environment, it feels fabulous. So it's like an aromatherapy blast for your face. But after you've used pre-cleanse and detox, these minerals and the seaweed digs deep into the skin to help purify and calm the skin.
I personally love this. So just out of you watching, I do have mature skin. It tends to be really dry. I think most of us get drier skin as we get older. And I will say that this combo for me feels absolutely amazing. And you're right, the smell of it is this beautiful, dark, sort of jade green color. It smells beautiful. And you can feel that it just feels like, as you said, that you're sort of remineralizing.
It wakes your skin up.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. And then, okay, so we've gone over those 2. And the third one in the line is the cleanse and calm, right?
Yes, cleanse and calm is intense calendula extract, CO2 calendula extract. This is a beautiful cleansing cream. Every skin type loves it, but it's made especially for compromised skins, chemotherapy, radiation, real sensitive and fragile skins that can't handle real highly active ingredients. This is soothing, calming, and softening to the skin. I honestly love it. And I don't have any of those skin conditions, but I really enjoy it, especially at different times of the year. So think of this as a cleansing cream that can be rinsed off, and the skin will really soften as a result. So it's for compromised and super sensitive skin.
So if someone has rosacea, they'd go for that one. Yeah.
Pretty much, yes. Are we going to talk also about redness relief bar?
We can do, but before we do that, I just want to say, ladies,
Because that's
is
where I would go with rosacea, just so you know.
yes, ladies, there is we're going to put a discount code into the chat. So go look for that, because as we're talking, Catherine is very kindly going to pop in products for you to look at, discount codes for, and the discount code. And the discount code, which I believe is 20%, is good until it's a week from today, isn't it, Emily? Yes. Yeah. So really make the most of this, ladies, because when it's done, it's done. And if you want to try these products, you really, really want to go for it. And I want to make sure that Emily answers all your questions, because you've got her here now. So why not ask her questions? So if anybody has any questions about the cleansers themselves, you could pop that in the chat, and then Catherine will let me know. Oh, I can see here if there are any questions, right? So are there any questions about cleansers specifically that you need to know what cleanser is right for your skin type? Yes, we will. Somebody said, will you send these links to us or post them on Facebook? Yes, we're going to be sending you all of this in an email. So absolutely, if you just want to sit and listen and learn, don't worry. And Catherine said the links are in the chat and they're already posted on Facebook. All right, they're posted on Facebook, they're in the chat. And so don't worry, you're going to have all of these links. And the code is Sophie20 for 20% off any purchase of $100 or more. So when we're done, you're going to probably put together your collection of what you want to, and we're going to get to these starter kits, which are amazing. So just hang tight, because I want you to hear and see everything, before you make your decision. All right, we're going to get to this quickly. But any questions about cleansers? Because I know that's often a big question that clients of mine have when I direct them to Emily. They're like, oh, well, which cleanser is right for me? Either way, with your cleansing system, ladies, all of you are going to want the detox and pre-cleanse, and then you can pick which cleanser that you want. Emily, talk about if anybody has rosacea who is very sensitive. Do you want to just quickly talk about the redness relief bar?
I sure do. I cannot say enough about this product. This is a solid cleansing bar that will give you a soap and water experience without the damage. This is, again, it's not soap from a chemistry perspective. It is a solid cleansing bar with a neutral pH of 6.0. And it's loaded with licorice root and pau d'arco. Pau d'arco is also known as Tahibo. So it's antibacterial, antifungal, soothing, calming, and truly delicious. Okay. So any skin that's red, irritated, maybe it's overstripped, and I've got to keep this short tonight, guys, but anytime the barrier function of the skin is damaged, it sets up an environment for candida to form, and that can create a revolving door of redness, irritation, and problems. So this is a solid cleansing bar that lives in my shower. Guys, I made it for me, okay, back when. And it's so different from anything else on the market. You run it under warm water when you first get it, and you take the foil off because it's poured hot, and you create a rich lather onto the skin. If you have problem skin, whether it's rosacea, dry acne skin, how about that for a combination? Irritated dry skin, see that a lot. Men, fungus, yeast, the downstairs for men and for women. This product, I cannot make this fast enough.
I know, Emily, I have to say, my brother had rosacea, and it was really problematic. And he went to in England, the best Harley Street doctors, and yada, 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 yada. And I said, try this. And I took it with me, and he tried it, and the rest is history. It is, if you have rosacea, you need to get this bar. Catherine has put the link in. All right, we have a couple of questions. We'll go through these quickly because we've got a lot of products to get to. All right, so for larger pores, would it be Cleanse and Clear?
Yes.
Great. Next question. This is Helena. I have dry skin with some acne scarring. Which would you recommend?
I'm overthinking this. I would probably do cleanse and clear and alternate it with cleanse and purify. Since I don't
Okay.
know you, I haven't seen your skin. You could do one in the morning, one at night. Cleanse and clear is going to work on texture, color, get that really worked into the skin, and then use cleanse and purify at the other end of the day so we're not drying your skin too much. Since I don't know any more about you than that, I would start there.
Beautiful. And what about more? Do we want to do this two-step cleanse morning and night?
Good question. The double cleanse is best to do at the end of the day.
Okay.
People that I have do this twice a day are people with massively congestive impacted pores. I
Okay.
will have them do that twice a day for the first 30 to 60 days to melt all the material, get the skin, help the skin to get cleared out. And then you can shift to at the end of the day. So take your primary cleanser in the morning and your double cleanse at night.
Beautiful. These are great questions, ladies. Keep them coming. There's another question. I think this might be Helena as well. Do you need a facial brush like a Clarisonic, or can you do away with these things?
You don't really need to do that. A warm washcloth with your double cleanse, a hot, I'll tell you what, if I'm gonna find a way to get hot cabinets to my clients with towels, right?
Oh,
If you Sophie, it's coming, okay?
that
Promise you it's coming.
would
You
be
have
such a luxury.
really warm washcloth. Hold it over your face after you've worked the pre-cleanse in for at least 60 seconds, because if you do it quickly, you're not going to get the results. Work the ingredients in. Then take the really hot, almost hot, but really warm washcloth. Hold it over the face for a minute. Let it soften up the waste. And the terry cloth is going to help remove the waste. If you just rinse it with your fingers, you're not going to get everything off. So
Exactly.
a washcloth is sufficient. There are other tools that I like, but no, you don't need to do any of that. You
Okay.
can, but you don't need to.
Yeah, beautiful. Oh, I love this. Now you've got me thinking. Now I'm like, because whenever, I have the luxury of having a facial, of really good massage, and they bring the little cloth out of the hot, whatever you call it, the hot cabinet. It's the ultimate self-care because you just go, oh, that feels so
Yes.
good. And
Especially when I have my essential oil of lavender on the towels.
oh, I cannot. And very quickly, everybody watching, Emily, there is so much more than meets the eye to this extraordinary human being that you're talking to, because Emily's late husband was a herbalist, and I mean a proper bona fide, years of being, has written books on herbalism. And so that is one of the reasons why Emily has this incredible encyclopedic knowledge of herbs and what they do, and that's why your formulations are so elegant. All
Thank
right,
you
so
so
we
much.
need to move on because we've got so much to get to, and I want to get to this. So we've done our beautiful cleanse, we've done our two-step cleanse. Let's talk about, because it's going to be slightly different morning and evening, isn't it, our routine?
Double cleanse at night, single cleanse in the morning for most people.
Right. Okay. Lovely. And after we've done our double cleanse in the morning, what are we doing next? What's the next step? And
Next,
somebody's saying, will there be a
next we're gonna
step-by-step printout or something that can be downloaded of this? We'll summarize it at the end. And yes, we can throw it in an email for sure.
well,
Yes, we'll put it in an email for you. So we've done our double cleanse. Where are we going now? It's in the morning.
hydration and correction is next. Okay. And what we're going to do next is most people are accustomed to toners or astringents. I don't use those for the sake of what most toners do. I don't need them because I do it different with the double cleanse. So next you want to hydrate with active ingredients. I have two hydrating mists that could be used like a toner, but they don't screw up the skin. So before I keep going, Sophie, you want to direct me on how you want me to take this?
Well, no, I will tell you, and you tell me. We want to keep it really simple. But ladies, get your pen and paper out. We will send it to you, but follow along, track along with us, because this system is so perfect. What I am doing when I'll let you know, and then you can use me as a case study and go, no, Sophie, you're doing it all wrong. But this is what I do, and this is just makes my skin feel absolutely luminous and incredible, is I do my cleanse. I do a single cleanse in the morning, double cleanse at night. Okay. Then I will do my cellular renewal mist
Yes.
to hydrate my skin. It
Yes.
smells amazing, and you can talk about what's in that. Then I will use the remind me what it's called. The
Vitamin C collagen booster.
well, that's what I want to ask you, because we could do that, or there is the lipid booster.
Lipid booster or biopeptide brightening serum? Which one?
Well, I have been using, I can use them interchangeably, but I've fallen in love with the lipid booster because
Yes.
in it, the smell of it, and it's very dry here in California. And I put that on and it feels like it's sealing in the mist. And then,
Yes.
right. And then I'll use a the peptide moisturizer. So you tell the audience now, because that's me and that's what I'm loving right now. But I actually have a question, because if I wanted to fit the vitamin C serum, because it's so unique, your vitamin C serum, where would that come into play with that?
Ooh, I love these questions you ask.
Well,
Wow, because I color outside the lines with my crayons.
yes.
Uh, okay, let's back up to where we were. We've done a double cleanse. I have two hydrating mists. Okay, one is a very intense topical antioxidant with helichrysum and some gorgeous antioxidants. And Sophie is in California, which is very, very dry. So it's perfect. It is a way to immediately hydrate right after cleansing. And you can take this mist, hold it about 18 inches away from the face, and leave it like a layer of rain on the skin. It feels and smells intoxicating, but it's botanical antioxidants. So we want to fight oxidative stress. We don't want our skins to rust and get brown and blotchy. Okay. So this is one of the tools that helps in that area. So this can also be used during the day, even over makeup. If you're in the mountains, you're on an airplane where it's real high, lack of moisture there, or you're up in the mountains of California or wherever, you want to keep this stuff in your purse because you can mist it throughout the day for instant rehydration and for a blast of antioxidant topical therapy. Okay, that's called cellular renewal mist. Now,
I love it. Yeah.
that is gorgeous. Now, the other mist that we have is called hydrating recovery mist, and that is like a fire extinguisher for your skin. If your face is on fire, it's inflamed, maybe it's sunburned, maybe you've had a skin peel or a microneedling treatment and the skin feels irritated and dry, you miss this several times during the day because it's two ingredients. It's pure 32 parts per million colloidal silver along with lemon balm hydrosol. So you've got calming, soothing, antibacterial, and antifungal benefits. So acne skins, irritated skins, any of the redness, rosacea, whatever, that's phenomenal. Now, I have clients that have both of them and you layer them because you can. Okay.
Okay.
It depends on what you're doing. So, anyway, hydrating recovery mist puts the fire out and heals the skin or helps heal the skin.
Okay.
And a cellular renewal mist is antioxidant, hydrating, and
Beautiful.
yeah,
All right. So let's go back to basics. So in the morning, we've got up, we've cleansed, we've done
yeah,
our fasting. What's the next step?
a mist. One
We've
of those.
done our mist, we've done our mist, and then
Okay.
what are we doing next?
Okay, then you decide what kind of treatment you want. We have some beautiful serums that are very specific. If I can just cover them very quickly, one is called biopeptide brightening serum. It's loaded with niacin and peptides. It lightens discoloration and pigment. It has vitamin C in it. So think of it as a tightening, firming, anti-aging serum that has a real hard hit on discoloration. So if you've got sun damage, that's fantastic. So that's biopeptide brightening serum. The next thing would be vitamin C plus collagen booster. This is a wonderful product that can be used as a serum or as a moisturizer for younger skins that just want something super light. It can serve both purposes. It has a beautiful form of vitamin C that is excellent for all skins because it's not L-ascorbic acid. So it's not going to have the acidic bite and irritation that a lot of vitamin C's do. It's ascorbic acid polypeptide, and it has a wonderful, stable effect as far as vitamin C that is just a real potent antioxidant all the way around. It's in a base of some gorgeous antioxidant herbs. So it's like a little cocktail for the skin. It's kind of, it's not a watery serum, it's kind of a slightly creamy serum. And you can blend that. You could even put that over biopeptide brightening serum, which I do all the time.
Oh, you can. Okay.
Oh, yes, you can. If you've got a lot of pigment going on, do the mist, do the biopeptide brightening serum, let it soak in for a minute, do the vitamin C on top of it, and those ingredients are very complementary
Compatible.
of each
Yes.
other,
Yeah.
right?
Emily, how soon can somebody expect to see results when consistently using these serums, the vitamin C and or the biopeptide serum? How soon is somebody going to see results?
Well, there are variables. It depends on how you're cleansing. I'm going to go back to that. You've got to double down right there because that's where it all starts. But gosh, within a couple of weeks, if you're just talking about the serums all by themselves without doing anything else, you're going to see it within a couple of weeks. If you do it in conjunction with what I recommend, which is the double cleanse system based on your skin, you're going to see results even faster.
Right.
So, in
It's
fact, I'm being, what am I saying? I don't want to set false expectations, okay?
Mhm.
But I will just tell you that if you're consistent with any of it, it's going to happen right now, and you can see results within days. I think
Yeah,
so.
you really can. I mean, I've seen it over and over again with your products. That's why I just
Right.
love them. As you know, there's certain treatment things, regimens that you've had me on. And then, I go out wearing no makeup and people are like, wow, your skin's beautiful. And I'm just, what? I'm not wearing any makeup.
That's the
Um,
whole point. Now,
yeah,
can I say something here for everybody? I want to say this, and thank you for saying what you just did. Do you know, because we are in a mindset in our culture, and we've got TikTok, and we've got people telling us 50 million different things all the time, people don't know what to do, what to believe, or what to trust. Um, we have forgotten what healthy, normal skin looks like because we are in a constant state of repair. The latest, greatest serum, the latest, greatest injection, whatever it might be. I want to tell you that my goal is to get you to healthy, glowing, balanced, normal skin. And then follow it with your daily routine. You should never have to regress and go backwards, but we have been conditioned to think about constant correction. Do you agree, Sophie?
I
All
do. I
the
do.
time.
And not only that, which I can say this probably better than you can because I know it's your product, is why I feel so passionate about your products is that when you get a Sunshine Botanical product, it is, you hear all this sort of jargon like sort of small batch or hand pulled over, but honestly, these products, each product is made so carefully. It's so fresh. The ingredients in it are potent active ingredients. And I hate even using that word because it's so overused.
Yeah.
But I think what Emily is trying to say is you can get all the latest, greatest serums and whatnot at Sephora or wherever else. You don't know how long they've been sitting in a container out in the ocean, sitting on shelves, losing all their potency, losing all the active ingredients in. And then you get this thing that's just maybe a pretty color because it's got whatever in it. And
Yeah.
so I urge you, ladies, to treat your skin as I teach you to treat your body with food.
Yes,
You want to
man.
use products that I teach my clients to eat foods that are going to love you back. And Emily, I'm as passionate as you are about that as you are about skin, because I know how quickly when ladies eat these foods, and exclusively these foods that are going to love them back, how quickly the inflammation goes. They feel amazing, you know, but you've got to do it. And you've got to be, you know, you've got to be all in, just as much as I think in many ways with your skincare. It's like, well, you don't want to just be doing the cleansing system and then buy some, you know, overpriced, by the way, but cheap ingredient, or cheap ingredient that's massively overpriced because you're paying for the marketing of these big, huge companies' product, and you don't want to slap that on top. So if you're going for it, as with everything, if you want to see significant results, go for it. And actually, I just want to, just in case anybody goes early, I just want to jump into this quickly. Emily has these amazing starter kits. And yes, I want to show you these kits, because if you're like, oh, well, wait a minute, hang on a minute, all these different products, she has these beautiful, beautiful starter kits. And I'm going to show you what they look like. That the packaging, again, is beautiful. So there's a number of them. This one is the environmental defense. We've got the calming collection. We have got there's the oncology collection. If any of you are going through treatment, or you know somebody who is going through treatment, what an incredibly beautiful, I cannot think of a more beautiful gift to give somebody who's going through treatment and they're freaked out about their skin, everything that happens to you when you're going through treatment. I mean, to put this beautiful, beautiful thing together, Emily, and for somebody who's going through that, just for somebody to throw a basic cleanser, but to say, no, you get to have this entire beautiful regimen that has cleanse, repair, protect, hydrate, nourish, special care. There's seven products in here. And then there's the pumpkin power peel system. So I just wanted to let you know, Catherine, if you would put so maybe links to some of these in, because ladies, I just want to show you, there's one here that I cracked open, and I just went, Emily, this last weekend, I went to Philadelphia, and I was so grateful to have this kit. And I just literally, I can't even tell you. Now, I don't know if you'll call it a starter kit or whatever, but I just want to show you, ladies, the size of the product that you get in this kit. So just take a moment here. So we've got the cleansers here. So we've got this is the size of the bottles, right? They're big bottles, and each one goes a long, long way. Okay. So this is a great opportunity for those of you who are new to the collection, new to Emily. I really, implore you to get one of these kits. This one here, hang on, Emily, you can see how passionate I am about this. It's called the Ageless Collection.
I love you.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, the Ageless Collection. It's got everything with the steps. Some of you said, what about steps? It's all written out for you on the back of the kit. Every single step by step by step, with detailed directions, what's in it, and what every product is going to do. I like a 1 through 6 or 1 through 7 instruction manual. And I will tell you, when I was in Philadelphia, staying in my daughter's thing, I got all this out. I had the little instruction, and I literally felt like I was with you in your clinic, but I was doing it myself. So we've got all these beautiful products. We've got the cellular renewal mist. And Emily just talked about taking this with you on the plane or when you're traveling. So if you get this kit, you've got this smaller bottle, which is awesome because you can throw it in your purse. It even comes with these beautiful little sponges, right, that are wonderful if you're, traveling. So those starter kits are absolutely incredible. And I just wanted to get that in just in case anybody goes early. There's the Ageless collection. As I said, tell me if I'm missing any of these. There's the Ageless, there is the environmental, detoxifying, clarifying, brightening, and protecting. The calming, if you're inflamed, if you're rosacea, you would probably go for that one. And then we have the oncology, as we've already said. So does anybody have any questions about which kit you want to get? That's what I just want to get to, because I didn't want to, if anybody goes early, I've got lots of questions, Emily, that are not necessarily related to these kits, but I just wanted to tell you these, because I'm so in love with these kits. Even though I have the full size products, Emily, this is like, oh, you know, when we've got travel coming up, ladies, and whatnot, even if you're going away for a weekend or whatever, you can pop these into your carry-on bag.
Yes.
They're all TSA friendly sizes.
Boom. Yes.
All of them. When I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, Emily. I can just put it because I didn't check a bag. I was so happy. So this is where you want to go. Do yourself a favor and just get the collection and get your kit, because it'll last a very, very long time. And they're very generous size products. And then you can see, oh, I'm falling in love with cannot live without. And then you can go and buy yourself your full size. There are ladies on here who are Sunshine Botanical devotees anyway. And so for you, ladies, you might go, look, I've just got to stock up on the pre-cleanse and detox. I just need to get that. But do it now, ladies, because this coupon code that Catherine's popped in the chat, if you'll pop it in again, Catherine, that is for you. You're easily going to just, you know, it's just if you spend over $100, which, you know, you're probably going to do, just use it because you get a full 20% off, and it's just for the next week. All right. All right. So let me just see if there's anything else. Okay. Melissa said, which kit for sensitive skin? And Melissa, I know Emily's going to ask you, right? So put it in here, Melissa. Sensitive in what way? Have you got rosacea? If you can give a little bit more in the chat, I'll look for that. Then Emily can ask that. So put that in there, Melissa. I'll look out for that. And while Melissa's doing that, I'll just see what Melissa says if she's getting there. Off the top of your head, if she doesn't get back, which kit are you going to say? Is it going to be calming collection for sensitive skin?
Calming collection, and what you are reading my mail, my friend, because seriously, because so many people that feel that they're sensitive are really sensitive to a lot of ingredients in over-the-counter products. It's not that their skins are sensitive per se, they may be sensitive to something in the environment. So thank you for qualifying that, so we can understand what sensitive means to her.
Yeah.
Without knowing any more, you cannot go wrong with our sensitive and calming collection. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's going to give great results.
Yeah, and it's got the pre-cleanse and detox. It's got the hydrating recovery mist. It's got the steps. I've got to do the steps. It's got pre-cleanse, deep cleanse, hydrate, the nourishing elixir, which is I'm completely obsessed with, and then we've got the how to moisturize, which we'll get to in a moment. Right. Let me just Melissa's going, I can't write fast enough. So I get it, ladies. I know there's so much here. All right. So, and I so rarely do sessions on skincare, but when we get into it on this detailed level, which is correct, this really therapeutic corrective skincare, you can see it's something I just love. All right. So let me just see other questions. There was a couple of questions about retinol face products. And there's two questions, actually, Emily. What do you think of retinol face products? And then another question was, do you have products to use instead of retinoids, since these are always recommended by dermatologists? Go.
Absolutely. Okay. I think it's another magic bullet that's been promoted and people don't really understand the formula. There is a time and a place for retinols. I don't like retinol. I prefer retinaldehyde. Now I'm going down chemistry lane, okay? Because there are some things that are great. Some skins that are thick and tough and leathery is the only time I would ever introduce any type, even retinaldehyde, which different companies make a version of it, which means it's a little more natural formula, a natural version of retinol. I prefer, and you can pronounce this many ways, bakuchinol, bacanol. I have it in one of my body oils, Sophie. I don't know if you've tried that, but we put bacanol in it, which is a plant-based version of retinol. Now, I'm going to try and keep this short because we don't have a lot of time, but I think retinol is used by too many people to correct problems that the things we've already talked about would take care of. Okay. Retinol, you've got prescription Retin A from a doctor. or you've got over-the-counter retinols in different strengths. This is a strong product that you've got to really understand before you introduce it into a skincare program, because it can create more drama than it corrects. Okay. I hope you guys can understand that. It can destroy when it's used day in and day out long term. It will damage the barrier function of the skin. It can eat away at the acid mantle of the skin and create chronic inflammation where the skin is red over and over and over again. And it's another example of reaching for a power tool to fix a problem because maybe we didn't know how to deal with it another way. So what do I think of Retin-A or retinol? There is a time and place for it, and it's temporary. It's never long term. It's very short term, and I'll use it with skins that are literally like shoe leather, that come in that are so sun damaged that I have to break that top layer of skin down to smooth it out, hydrate it, and bring it back to life. But it's a very short-lived thing. Sophie, if you want to comment on that, because I don't want to get too deep for folks,
No,
but
no, no, no. And
I hope they
I think that's a great answer. And I remember that whoever asked that question, I think it was Tony, I had that same question for Emily many years ago.
yeah,
And it just made sense to me because what Emily taught me about was the acid mantle of the skin, this sort of delicate layer. And since also I've gotten older, and your skin does get drier and damaged, and it's so important to preserve this acid mantle, not just for cosmetically speaking, but also for your health as well. What a lot of people
absolutely.
is that infections and immunity is compromised with when your skin is so dry and so broken, and that acid mantle is destroyed. And that's what I think we see a lot of. I mean, I don't know whether I'm sure you do, people coming into your clinic, but certainly here in Los Angeles, where it's laser and retinol, and it's all these things. And the skin, I don't think looks necessarily healthy.
Pretty, and it doesn't look pretty.
Tiny, thin, white sort of, it just, to me, it doesn't look like a really beautiful plump.
There's no plump there anymore. We want to
Exactly.
get plump, hydration, and glow. And
Yes.
that's what you experience, because ladies, I'm going to just tell everybody, it's not rocket science, but you've got to get the right ingredient, match the ingredients to skin conditions so that your skin can glow, breathe, be healthy. You don't need a lot, but it's a journey. Everybody's in a different place. Where are you right now? What does the roadmap look like? That's why Sophie's talking about my kits, because I've tried to simplify this for people that I don't see every day. What are
Yeah.
we doing? How do we get there? But you want pretty, vibrant, glowing skin, not shiny, but glowing, healthy skin. Protect it from the environment. You're good to go.
Yeah. And actually, it's such a good point, Emily, because short of actually being in Emily's clinic, right, and having her do your skin, which we'd all love to do, we'd all love to come to Atlanta. And if anybody lives near Atlanta, go, but make the trip there. But short of that, I think what you've done so beautifully with these kits is you've given everybody the opportunity to have to develop their own therapeutic practice. You sort of empowered us in a way to go. You've taken the guesswork out of it. That's what I'm saying. Instead of like, oh, well, wait a minute, what do I do? Literally, the skin whisperer has gone, look, this is what you do. This is it. I put it all together for you. Here are the steps that she would do if you were lying on her, bed, and you get to do it yourself. And you've so beautifully explained to us the lovely cleansing and the hot towels and all of that. So now, don't want to lose time here, because there's some very important things that we need to get to. So we've done this, we've done the mist, right? We've done morning, we've done the mist, we've done the serums. Now we want to moisturize and protect.
Yes, we do.
What do we want to do with that?
Okay, we have different formulas for different needs and different preferences. We all have preferences. Okay. So let me start with moisture. My favorite, and everybody's need, the level of moisture that you need varies. Okay. So I'm going to just take it from the top. My favorite product that I could not live without is called the elixir. The elixir is like a huge drink of water for very thirsty skin. It's a liquid. It's a beautiful hydrating fluid. You have to shake it up. Again, I talk with my hands, but you have to shake it really well because it's like an oil and water combo, and it has some of the most beautiful herbs and omega-3 fatty acids. So it's great for any skin type. If you're
It
dry,
is beautiful, ladies.
it
This is
is. I
like
can't
that.
be without it. I can't be without
I'm obsessed with this product, and it drives me crazy because Emily, sorry to interrupt, but you hear these TikTok and all this saying they put beef tallow on their skin. I know I just can't, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's just and the beef is another thing. The beef industry is great; they're making money now of offset. Anyway, don't get me started on that, of all this fat that they wouldn't know what to do with. But this elixir, I'm just talk a little bit more, continue on with the elixir and then what we put on top of that, because I'm going to go grab mine because I actually want to show what it looks like.
Okay, great.
But Emily, I want to ask you because I need to know this. So after the serums, because I'm worried, am I putting too much on now? So I've got my serums on. On top of that goes the elixir and then a moisturizer.
If you want to. And I'll tell you how you can layer serums based on your needs. I don't like to load people down with
Go
things.
get mine. Keep
Yeah,
on
go ahead.
talking. Keep
I'll
on.
keep talking. Yeah, come on back. Okay, the elixir. Think of look at sunshinebotanicals.com. Look up the elixir. It is made to this day completely by hand. It has some of nature's most beautiful hand extracted herbs like comfrey, Oregon grapefruit, white birch bark, lavender, calendula. It's gorgeous. In a base of omega-3 fatty acids. So you've got frankincense, St. John's wort, calendula. I'm sorry, not calendula, but uh, gosh, it's late. Sorry, guys. Um, Jewelweed, things that are anti-itch. That this whole formula will treat so many things. If you're dry and irritated from a procedure, or you're just dry, the skin's dry and itchy. This has jewelweed extract taken straight from the plant that stops itching immediately. So you've got a beautiful ultra lightweight fluid that your skin just drinks. Okay. So we've talked about the double cleanse, the hydrating mist, a serum. Now we're talking about moisture. The elixir that Sophie will show you, again, itching, dryness, irritation, you name it. We're not reclogging the pores. We've just cleaned out. Okay. Let's remember that. That's what we're doing. Each of my moisturizers have different features and benefits based on the skin I'm working on and based on your preference. So you guys are going to like some things better than others. So I give you options. But the elixir is like a total no-brainer if you want a huge drink of water with a hydrating fluid that's great for eyes, neck, face. I took 2 pumps in the palm of my hand right after I like to mist, by the way, in between each product application, simply because products absorb better when the skin is damp. So after I've done maybe biopeptide brightening serum and it's absorbed for a minute, if you've got the time, remist 2 or 3, 4 times, and then take the elixir, 2 pumps in the palm of your hand, and blend it into the face. Your skin will go slurp. It's the end. Okay. So every skin type can benefit from the ingredients in that product. Yes, ma'am.
What about, by the way, Tony has to go, but she says she wants Emily to know that she loves your products. This is someone called Tony. So what about the biopeptide firming cream?
Biopeptide firming cream is just that. Whereas the elixir is a huge drink of water that's anti-inflammatory and soothing, that's great. Biopeptide firming cream is a very, very light moisturizer. Quote, it's for firming. So if you want to, it's got peptides if you want to minimize lines and wrinkles, and you want something that is really light, you're going to love this product. Now, I'm going to tell you, you could layer the elixir and put firming cream over it if you need the benefits of each one. Remember, each product has its own unique function and benefit. Biopeptide firming cream has rose geranium and peptides amongst other antioxidants. So it's going to feel ultra light. So if you're in a humid climate and you want a firming, tightening cream that you don't feel, you're going to love that product. Whereas if you're in California, maybe it's drier, you might add a little bit more of the oils. And you can even take my lipid booster, Sophie, that you love, my beautiful firming oil, and mix it with the firming cream if you want to add more omega-3s and make it richer if you're drier. So you don't have to buy another product. You
That's
can
what I love to do. I mix this
mix
with
it. Yeah,
cycles.
that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
it's beautiful. All right, moving on now. Thank you for that, Emily. Talk to everybody about the total eclipse.
Where do I even start?
This is the last step, ladies. This is the
Okay.
last step now.
This is Total Eclipse is a finishing cream. Okay. Total Eclipse is an environmental protector. It has zinc and titanium oxide in a micellized, meaning it's not nanoparticle, so it doesn't penetrate that deep. But this takes the power of zinc and titanium in a micellized form. So if you apply this the way I teach you how to do it, you could be on a boat in Mazatlan and not get any sun. That's a fact. Okay. It is a tinted moisturizer. It is a total sun reflector, and it is an antioxidant moisturizer. Read the ingredient labels of my products. It's amazing. Now I'm going to tell you this. What you smell are pumpkin, nutmeg, and clove when you put this on the skin.
Mm.
It's very light. It's almost it's not technically a mousse, but it's pretty close. Do you agree,
It
Mom?
feels like a mousse. It's so light.
You take the product, pump it out in the palm of your hand. Don't, okay, again, my hands. Take your product, press it between your fingers, and when you get ready to apply this, don't pump it out and start to rub it on the skin. Wrong, wrong. Take the product, press it between your fingers, and then press it into your skin. I'll take off my glasses. I'm going to do the eyes, the face. I'm going to press it everywhere first. Why? Why is that a big deal? It is a big deal because I want to make sure that that product is dispersed evenly from here to here. If I take it and rub it, who knows how it's applied?
Yeah.
This is not marketed. The FDA will not allow me to put sunblock on the label because of FDA regulations for pharmaceuticals. If I claim this is a sunblock, it makes it an over-the-counter drug. I want you guys to know how I roll, okay? I know how to make products. I know how to give you the result, but I have to play by the rules, right? So I have to market this product technically as a BB cream. So what does that mean to you? It means it's a tinted moisturizer. It means it's got antioxidant benefits. It means it's going to, if you're trying to lighten pigment, you have to wear sunblock every day of your life, or don't waste your money on lightening products.
Mm.
Okay. There
Yeah.
are other things over the counter that you can use, but this has no chemicals. So it's not going to irritate you. It's not going to poison the body. It's my way of protecting the skin from the environment. So this can be a finishing cream. It can go right over your moisturizer. Like I said, it could be used all by its little self. If that's
Yeah.
all you want to do is a moisturizer and have sun protection, but apply it the right way so you get enough of the product to reflect ultraviolet light.
Beautiful. Thank you. Now, finally, I want to talk. We could talk for hours because there's a lot of different products, but I just want to get to the main ones here. Is what about, and that, by the way, is total eclipse. That's the total eclipse that Emily's just been talking about. So, very quickly, the body products, because they are relatively new to your collection. So there's the body elixir, right? And there is the brightening body cream. And I was so excited because certainly, you know, I've relatively looked after my face, but over the years, there's a lot of sand damage on the arms and the chest. So please, could you take our last 5 minutes to explain why we need those products as opposed to just slapping on a basic moisturizer?
Because we're taking corrective skincare from the neck down. Okay. you know, you can spend $1,000 on products for the face and $3.99 on what's going on the body. And
Yeah.
it's like, it's crazy. So the body, skin is skin. You can have discoloration, crepey skin, lines and wrinkles, dry, flaky skin on the chest, the arms, the legs, the body, you know, depending on what your life has been like. And so I really wanted to open up the doorway to corrective products for the body. So I created Body Elixir. We need oils, we need lipids. We're just parched. This is a gorgeous product that I added uh, bacchanal, bacuchinol, call it
Yeah.
whatever you want to. This is plant-based retin A. So think of this. I've got a beautiful, gorgeous seaweed-based body oil with natural retin A that's not going to damage the barrier function, that's going to start attacking lines and wrinkles and discoloration. The active and one of the active plant ingredients in this actually is clary sage. It's a beautiful botanical, and if you read the ingredient deck on that body oil, it's not like anything else on the market, and the skin just absorbs it and begins to start the corrective process. The body cream, the brightening body cream, is also seaweed based, and that has some very high levels of niacinamide. Niacinamide is both anti-inflammatory and it is also lightening to pigment. So what do we have on the body? Sun damage, lines and wrinkles, crepey skin, discoloration, right? So these are the first two corrective body products I've introduced. If you saw what's in my computer of what I want to create, your eyes would just kind of bulge out of your head. But I want to start here because I want you to really treat the rest of your body like you treat your face. It all comes back to ingredients. Now, let me tell you how to use this. Okay, there's no right or wrong here. It's just I want you to know what they do, and then you can decide how you want
Yeah.
to use it. 4 best ingredients for correction. If you use the body products when you step out of a bath or shower, you want to apply the body oil first. It doesn't take much, and while the pores are open, or while the skin is, you've gotten most of the water off with your towel, but don't let your skin dry out completely. Drizzle a little bit of the body oil from your neck, your décolleté, your arms, your hands, down your legs. While the skin is damp, blend it in, and your skin will just absorb and you'll kind of feel it springing back to life. Now, if you follow that with the body cream, then when you layer those two, you've got skin lightening, brightening, and anti-wrinkle properties in a rich seaweed, mineral-rich base with loads of antioxidants. It smells amazing and it's not greasy. So you're not going to feel like you've got to take a bath again when you put the products on this way. Now, could you use just the body cream? Sure you can. Can you use just the body oil? Yes, you can. Now, here's one last way to use those products, which, by default, I'm guilty. I'll take the body cream, add the body oil to it. I'm in a hurry. I slap it on and I go.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you
I'm just
so
like you
much.
guys. But if you layer them, it's really powerful.
Beautiful. You know, we're out of time, but I just want to say, Emily, thank you for filling a need that is so needed. I knew, I was praying that you would come up for corrective skincare for the body, because you've poured your passion and your life into these facial skincare products. And I was like, please let her bring something for the body, because they're so powerful and effective, the products for the face, that this is just a game changer. And as a lady asked about crepey skin and crepey neck skin, and I would say Emily's just answered the question. You know, obviously those facial things you can bring down to your décolleté, but also, you know, if you're treating, as Emily said, the neck down, we really don't want to, you know, ignore that. That's so, so important. So ladies, I hope you've enjoyed this discussion. Emily, we want you back sooner rather than later so we can go into deeper questions. I'm going to very, very quickly, and we have to go so quickly because I know we've literally got 4 minutes left. But okay, I'm just trying to see. Question about exfoliation. Double cleansing, but want to know if I should be exfoliating as well. She's already using your double cleansing system. Should she be exfoliating as well?
It depends. It depends which products she's using and the condition of your skin. I'll be very honest. My products use the way I recommend, exfoliate to a point. If you have a lot of buildup, a lot of flakies, there's a variable. Let me tell you what you can do. Your exfoliation needs to be my pumpkin power peel. Add that to your daily routine. Do a pumpkin peel at least every 5 to 7 days, just like the instructions show. That's going to further shave down layers of dry, discolored skin. So I think that should be sufficient.
Yeah, and maybe every now and again do the pumpkin power peel collect thing as well, because that's a really, really deep exfoliation.
Guys, that is a clinical skin peel with no chemicals that are safe for you to use at home. That we didn't get to talk about that. We'll talk about it more, Sophie, but
Yeah.
that's a game changer right there.
It is an absolute game changer. If you can't
take your daily routine to another level, do that once a week, and then your daily routine, you're golden.
Yeah. And I said we haven't got time for the other questions, but I will say that you know, I just want to first part with 2 things. One is, ladies, remember coupon code Sophie20 is good for 1 week from today. Okay, so use it because you'll regret it if you don't. Just stock up while you can. The second thing I wanted to say is, you know, this is just my opinion, but I'm going to share it, is that when I go away somewhere nice or go to a spa or anywhere like that, and they offer a facial, I never do a facial. I will have a massage, but I will not do a facial. And the reason why is because I say to them, what products are you using? And I will tell you that there is never a product line ever that is as good as your product line. Wow. And I've looked at a lot. So I will save my money because those facials can be very expensive on you go away. And I would say instead, ladies, invest. And I just go, I don't need, my husband says, do you want a facial? I'm like, no, because I've got such beautiful products at home and that I can take with me. And I'd rather just, no, thank you. Because once you get it dialed in, your skincare with these products, then you don't need that. And instead, you know, indulge in a beautiful massage or something like that. That's just that. I just wanted to say that to you, Emily. And I don't think I'd feel that way if it wasn't for your products. So ladies, thank you for showing up. Thank you for being there. Emily, more than anything, the skin whisperer par none. And as you can, I said at the top of this, I've been, you know, talking with Emily when I first reached out for help from her over 11 years ago. And it's rare that you stick to something. For me, I get a lot of things sent to me. And this is, you know, this is my go-to collection.
Can I leave one last thing?
Yes, go. Yes.
Follow us on the socials and go to my YouTube channel. I have training. I have video education there, guys. So we can pick up where we left off. We're available. We're on a mission, and we're so glad you're here. And Sophie, you honor me so much. And thank you, guys. I'm here if you need me.
Well, I only shout something from the rooftops if it's the real deal, and if I really love it. And you know that about me. So that's what I do.
Love you.
I love you. And ladies, one more time, Catherine, thank you so much. Catherine's put in the link for the Pumpkin Power Peel, which is better than any salon peel product that you would have. And to learn more about Sunshine Botanicals, Catherine's put the link in. So you can go there. And your YouTube channel, is it called Sunshine Botanicals?
Sunshine Botanicals on YouTube.
Yeah, go
right there.
Great. I'm going to binge watch some of your trainings and have a look at those. Emily, thank you. Ladies, thank you for showing up, and we'll get you everything that you need. Worry not. Links are on Facebook. Everything that you need is there. Big, big love. Have a lovely evening, everybody. Bye-bye, Emily. Bye.